So it is really important. So firstly, we're going to go over to Robert. Robert, you're from Sydney in Australia, and I know you would love to share with us today a little about your journey. So if you could take 3 to 5 minutes to share with us today.
Thanks, Narelle, and thanks for everyone being here today. My story is not really unusual, but I guess in a way that being marketing online, I got caught up, just like the story Marty keeps on telling everyone, you know, in and out of one company, doing this, trying to do that, losing money here, losing money there. I got to the point where I gave up on multi-level marketing altogether. And I was introduced to a passive business, which I'm still involved with now. No, I just thought, I'm not going to do anything more. I'm never going to join another company again. I'm going to stick with it. And so about 3.5 years into that business, I get that email from Terry Burns, who's my sponsor. And something caught my eye about the email, and I just read it and I thought, that's okay. So I listened to the famous 2 recordings. For those who are listening here that aren't founders, those 2 recordings, there was no company name then. It was not called ONPASSIVE. It was just an opportunity. And I listened to it and I signed up and became a founder, even though I wasn't going to do anything again. I had put a lot of time in this other business, and I thought, no. But no, I did it. I thought, well, look, for $97, it's doing everything that I want to do. This, you cannot believe this. It's going to do what I couldn't do personally myself. So to me, that's the biggest thing. If I die tomorrow and this thing goes off and it does all the marketing for me, I'll be happy. So I carried on with that, and I really forgot about it. I didn't do anything about it. There was no website. There was nothing. Up until I got into 2018, by the way, and December 2018, GoFounder's website came into play, and then from then on, we started to expand a bit. The funny thing about it, I never told anybody about it. As a matter of fact, my brother lives with me. I never even told him. So funny enough, I came back from Indonesia because I was doing business in Indonesia, and I thought to myself, well, my brother said to me, what else is going on, Rob? I said, well, look, there's a company here called ONPASSIVE. Matter of fact, the website's there now. You can have a look if you want to join. He said, well, have I got to sponsor anyone? I said, well, not really. Apparently, they can do all the work for you. So, well, okay. You know what our Aussies are like. We like to sit back a bit and take things a bit easy. But anyway, so funny enough, he signed up. It was my first one. And funny again, he started signing people up. And then I started signing people up, and we've just got a nice little team. And the thing I like about what we've done, the majority of our people in our team are all Aussies. We've got 2 in Indonesia and 1 out in the Caribbean. I think that's about it. So we're all Aussie Italians or whatever we are. And that's been the fundamental part. Even the last few I've signed up in the last week are all Aussies that I've met here. So I think that for any Australians here now, Aussies that are listening, they're wanting this business. And sometimes you just got to nurture them a bit and make sure you're a bit of a leader and not just, you know, you've got to show people what's going on. But that's been basically my journey. I've gone all the way through. I've gone through the times of Sydney Hopkins and Scott Nielsen. I went through all these different various leaders coming through. Sadly, Scott not with us these days, but he was good. And then, of course, Marty and Mike Elderson, they came in and started duplicating what was going on. And the rest is really history. I think from the time when Marty then came in, that's when things started to really change. So I've seen a fair bit, but just so I won't waffle on too much, I got an email coming through my sponsor today, and I'd like you to hear what he had to say. There's nothing on there that's going to offend anyone or proprietary. The email that came in, and this is from Terry Burns, he's a founder. ONPASSIVE reaches 1.2 million founder accounts. I thought, oh, fair enough. And he says, greeting OnPassive founders, and we can say guests today too. OnPassive, in just 3 years, 7 months, has reached 1.2 million and has not yet sold one product. There's been nothing sold yet. And he says, it makes one question, ask one question, why? I believe it to be because of the following. Now, there's 5 bullet points in here I thought were quite interesting. And a lot of us who've been in OnPassive will really know this anyway. The first one is vision. One family saw an opportunity at the right time to explore the reality of making the vision come true. And that's Ash Mufareh and his family. The next bullet point is a moral compass. Now, I don't hear that often, but I do hear in other webinars of different lifestyles. The moral compass says, like-minded people with the moral compass, the ability to judge what is right and wrong and act accordingly, act upon the vision with the hopes to help themselves and, more importantly, those they care about. The next bullet point is perseverance, number 3. A CEO owned a company staff and founding member who are determined to stay the course regardless of the naysayers and minor setbacks along the way. Now, I guess we know those setbacks along the way in that. And Ash has currently been talking about a few things that we know about as founders. Now, the next bullet point is over-delivery. It turns around and says a company and a CEO that has over-delivered time and time again and new ideas evolved. Production of superior quality and state-of-the-art technology, and they do it until done mindset. And the final one is factual. Now, this is very, very important for those who are not founders who are actually listening to this. A company that has been built on facts that spoke for itself because of the results. It has produced not unnecessary hype to make it something that it's not. And he finished off by saying, blessed are you, I'm part of this journey. So I just thought it was interesting. I thought it was timely, and I really appreciate it. I thought, hope you'd like me sharing that to you. And I'm always grateful to my sponsor. So I get support, and that's the main thing. So that's for me, Narelle. I think that to sum it all up, if you're an Aussie here, come on board. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Oh my gosh, amazing. What beautiful points. You know, I think we as founders or anyone as guests can understand how amazing OnPassive truly is and the changes that it's going to make to so many lives. Today we said about, you know, I spoke in the live with Yvonne, and I also put it in the description today about we're looking for visionaries. You know, do you feel, Robert, I'm just going to come back to you a minute there. How do you feel about being a visionary within OnPassive? You know, just share a little with us now. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I'm sharing, and it's fitting into exactly where I'm coming from, because basically the other company that I keep on talking about is all about charitable and good causes. Okay, all the money is going to go to charities and we get something for doing it. Step over here with OnPassive. It was just a marketing company, but if you've been here for long enough, the vision and is that vast now. Every time Ash Mufareh comes on, there's something else happening. There's something else happening. And so it gets better and better, but you can help people. I get people to come on because I want to help them. I know you expressed about OBLESS, and that's just going to be a fantastic tool. I know a lot of the founders here. I know you, Chris, have done a lot of work. I'm a little bit like wanting to help people too. And sometimes we just haven't got the tools. We haven't got the business to do that. We do a lot of talking. Oh, if I could do this, I wish I could do that. Well, here's your opportunity. And that's the entrepreneurial spirit we need in this type of company and the vision that moves ahead. Look, it's not easy helping one person, but if you want to help multiple people, you're going to need an organization that's been built this way. Because I personally believe that people say, oh, Ash has got a big heart. I say, yeah, he has, but I come from a different belief background that he's almost contracted to do this. It's almost like they set him down here under contract that he's not going to fail. It doesn't matter what happens. And we as founders are contracted also to come and help him. So I look at it more like this is just not a joke. This is not just a, how can I put it? It's going to happen because, well, they're lucky. No, this is purely being built. And I see the whole thing here with Mufareh amazing. I mean, I'm never really like that about like a lot of people, but I've seen it happen time and time again. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, no, that's cool, Robert.
Narelle, can I say something really quick?
You certainly can, Marty.
Robert, if everybody followed what Robert just said in the last 10 minutes, you'll have thousands of people on your team. That's all I got. No joke. Most powerful statement I've heard in months.
Yeah.
You're right, Robert. I'm telling you, don't ignore everything else. Grab that statement and build an empire. No kidding. No kidding. Very good.
Thank you very much. And I really felt that way. I was actually wasn't going to be game. I wasn't game to really say it like that. But I really feel that there's nobody here a mistake. We are really here because we've been meant to come here. We cannot fix the problems. One man, and we've seen what one man has done with the money. They've misused the money. Here's one man who's going to give us money and say, okay, let's all do it together. And that's what I like about it.
A rational mind knows this wasn't an accident.
Exactly right. I agree with you.
A rational mind can't know that. And if they do, get that shovel I talked about because you're dead.
Yeah.
It's so true.